Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephen, the Jupiterian, and I wanted to talk about the courage to take on some change. And we're going to use the tarot to help us find where we need change. Well, not where. This, I guess the um, courage to take on change and to find what we need to do in order to let change occur in our lives. I know change can be difficult for some of you, and change could be very easy for others. But let's just see. Well, we start with the Fool. Yep. This is the ultimate card of change, taking some action. Some people say this is Uranian. Well, Uranus is the planet of change. And then we have the Empress. Maybe some of you will be changing from being single to being in a relationship, or from being a mother or mothering, because there's a whole lot of different. Oh my goodness. Then we have the Chariot. I don't know why these are. Wow, this is so interesting. All these are major arcana cards, and you're in the driver's seat here. This could be a Cancerian who is, yeah, gonna maybe a mother or have a child. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Let me move this laptop so I can have room to put my cards in front of me. All right. 3 major arcana cards and the Seven of Swords. It's the first 4. The Fool, the Empress, the Chariot, and then the Seven of Swords. Let's see what this. Okay, well, we have the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Well, it's going to end well, end in a victory. After all this conflict will go, it'll take some mature contemplation, thinking, and taking some uh maybe sitting in silence, maybe taking a retreat to a remote place, maybe a mount in the mountains or somewhere where you feel you need to, yeah, where you need to take some time to think, and in a place where you can put your feet into the ground and get rid of these problems that are happening. And when you do that, you'll have a victory, and you'll feel so much better in after you take this time. Change does not occur overnight, but yeah, with all this uh, mental and intellect and things that are going in your thought processes, maybe you're possibly thinking, how can I change when I have all this going on? Well, sit in silence, maybe work in, well, not work, take some time in the garden or in nature and put your feet in the ground to get yourself grounded, to get out of this energy, to become one and victorious in the change that you want to see happen. Yeah. As I said, it won't happen overnight. Change is difficult. Like this card is very difficult. Maybe you're fighting against yourself or fighting against some some uh, energy that is holding you back. Um, so, all right, I'm going to put these on the. That was a very uncanny thing for dealing with change, although change is difficult, yes. And that's probably the stages that you go through when you're dealing with change or wanting to do something to change something in your life, maybe a habit, change a routine, change of um, scenery, a change of uh, a money situation, a health situation, change of any kind of situation. Yeah. So yeah, that's how that would play out. And let's see, I have my messages from your angels deck. I still have the box and the guidebook. So let's see what the guides or your angels have to tell us with all these planets in Taurus right now. The sun, the moon, no, sorry. I'm going to pull up the chart right now. And without my chart in the way. So we have the moon in Libra right now. And the sun, Jupiter, Venus, Uranus, and Mercury, all in the sign of Taurus. Grounding energy, earth energy, change of earth and a changing, or yeah, actually, well, possibly earthquake energy could happen. I know there's a lot of tornadoes going on around weather-wise, and all types of storms happening around the world. Bringing a lot of change to the atmosphere and the climate. Mars is in its home sign of Aries. One of its home signs of is Aries. The other is Scorpio, but we have Pallas Athena in at 29 degrees of Scorpio. So that's a good indicator of change right there, because it's going to enter Sagittarius when, let's see, let's move the chart. Well, interesting. Pallas is going retrograde. So, okay. The 25th or the 26th, depending on, yeah. Well, most likely the 26th, right? May 26th. Okay, I'm gonna put those cards down for a while. I'm just gonna check something here. Book 4. Okay. So on the 23rd, Venus moves into Gemini. The 25th, well, later in the day, yes. Hour, yeah. Yep. At around 4:03, no, oops, around 4:15. Yep. PM on the West Coast. That would be a 7 p.m. on the East Coast. 7:15 p.m. on the East Coast. And if we put, excuse me, if we put this on the East Coast, edit this location of this to New York. Oops. So yeah, we would have a Scorpio rising. If we use East Coast time, it would be on the 25th at 7:15 p.m. or the 26th overseas, I guess. I would think. Let's check that out. Let's edit the chart and put this at Greenwich time in the UK. So let's go hours. Yeah. So yeah. 12:15 a.m. Okay. Let's see. Right. Yes. On the 26th. Greenwich time in the UK. Jupiter enters Gemini at 12:15 a.m. in BST time. All right. Or Greenwich time. Interesting. Okay, let's go back and put it back to my time zone on the West Coast. And the clock here. Okay, well, the sun just passed over Jupiter, and Venus just passed over Uranus today. Mercury is going to go quickly through Taurus because on June 3rd, Mercury enters Taurus and enters Gemini. Mercury enters Gemini on June 3rd. So this is going to be a very interesting week with the full moon on the 23rd of May. Thursday, there is a full moon. So, yeah, we're going to go through June. So June 3rd, Mercury moves into Gemini. Mercury trines Pluto on June 4th. Mercury conjuncts Jupiter on June 4th. And the Sun conjuncts Venus on June 4th. June 5th, we have a void of course moon. The moon moves into Gemini. And on Thursday, June 6th, we have a new moon in Gemini. But, oh, actually, yes. Before that, on June 1st, no, June 2nd, the sun makes a sextile to the north node. Jupiter trines Pluto. Mercury sextiles Neptune. And Venus sextiles the north node on the 2nd. So yeah. Then we're back to the, okay, so we went through the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And now the 7th, we have a void of course moon until it moves into the sign of Cancer, the moon in Cancer. The sign it rules, actually, moon. Cancerians, the moon is in your sign, you will feel some shift in energy. And on the 8th, Venus squares Jupiter. Mars enters the sign of Taurus on June 8th. Mercury sextiles the north node. The sun squares Saturn on the June 9th. The 10th, not much is happening. The same as the 9th. The moon is in Leo. The 11th, Venus sextiles no. Ooh, Venus sextiles Chiron. So sexual healing there, possibly. Or feeling Venus, Venusian energy, and Chiron, the Chironic energy make a sextile, so maybe some effort is needed to take some, or like a well-deserved break from thought processes that bring desire instead of despair. And then the moon moves into Virgo later on the day. The 12th, the moon is still in Virgo. And I'm sorry, Mercury squares Saturn on the 12th of June. The sun sextiles Chiron. Mercury sextiles Chiron. So the week of the 10th to the 16th is a very chironic. Venus and Mercury. Some efforts needed that week. And then the sun conjuncts Mercury on the 14th of June, and the moon moves into Libra on the on the 14th. The moon moves into Libra. Venus squares Lilith. Ooh, okay. Venus and Lilith. Wow, okay. So Venus and Lilith are going to be at odds with each other. Be a very challenging day, or actually a couple days, because that's on the 15th and the 16th, when Mercury also trines Lilith and Venus squares Neptune. So some illusions may be dissolving with this square. And okay, I think we're good with shuffling that. And we have ooh, the Angel of Peace, Shanti. The Angel of Peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So it'll be a peaceful June. Will, even though it's a mercurial month or June, with a lot of planets in Gemini in June. And yeah, Shanti, the Angel of Peace, is quite something. Let me share this. Okay, I'm going to move this to through June in months. No, days. Sorry. 20th, the sun moves into Gemini, right? The 23rd, Venus moves into Gemini. The 24th, the 25th, later that day, on the 26th, Jupiter, and then Mercury moves into Gemini on June 3rd, as I said. Yes. But as the sun moves closer, you will make a square, is squaring Saturn by the 3rd. I think maybe another day. Square Saturn, yes. But on June 1st, oops, wait a minute, no, May 20th, I'm sorry, or 21st. Yeah. The sun will trine Pluto, bringing beneficial, this is a beneficial time, I think. The sun will trine Pluto. Okay, so we're actually, this, as I say, there's a whole lot of change going on around here. This at the end of May, right from starting on Monday, or possibly could feel it today, ends tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of change going on. And Uranus, the planet of change, is still in Taurus. And I showed you the other day when Mercury will get out of Taurus and move into Aries, I'm sorry, Gemini. I also showed you where Neptune will enter Aries in a previous video. If you're interested in that, yeah, that's like, I think I shared that with you in the last video I made. And yeah, and be on the lookout for what's happening with this piece that I've created. This is quite interesting. It's a headpiece for a doll that I've made. Has few months. I'm really proud of it, how it came out. And yeah, I also created this little hat out of some material that's sparkly. I I used some thread to put the pieces together, and ooh, and these little pieces here, had to glue this together. So yeah, I use this very cool cardboard to make the base of the hat part, and then I put the fabric over on each side. It's not finished on the bottom, obviously, but that's not going to be seen by anybody because it's going to be on her head. I could finish it, but got a little hat for her, for my doll that I created, which you will see on June 1st. I hope you enjoy as much as I enjoy creating it. And yeah, from the face to the clothing to the accessories, I made it all, sewed it, sculpted this, and yeah, okay. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. If you're new to my channel and you like the content you just seen, subscribe, hit that like button, and I would love a nice positive comment. Negative comments will be deleted if need be, but that's it. Okay. Happy June, everybody, and the rest of May. Bye.